And
Okay, nothing to do with the Masons.
No, nothing to do with the
Because
Masons.
when you see those two together, that is the Masons.
Right. No, John of Wheatonstead used those as his personal symbols.
Because he was a Mason. Look at that, guys. We're not in London again. No, we're in St Albans, which is a city apparently. Did you know? Yes. This is my morning face. It's actually really early in the morning. The sun has only just arisen. Well, it's about 9 o'clock actually. Just dead of winter. We're going to walk up this really long road up to the middle of town. There are some weird buildings in this town, and we're going to see what we can learn. 1905, St Alban and Stephen Catholic Church. These are fairly standard Orthodox Christian symbols, I would say. Not that Orthodox to have that checkerboard there, though. And these guys are about to start making loads of noise. Sort of ancient symbols. This one is kind of just plastic, very large, very basic. Big triangle with a circle in the middle. It's an esoteric symbol that is communicating something, part of what you could call the secret doctrine. 1903, Trinity United Reformed Church. We're going to see a few repeating patterns in the buildings in St Albans. The octagon tower and the simple pyramids. This church also has some checkerboard pattern. I guess that's starting to be a theme as well. There's quite a famous name associated with this church as well. One of the main financiers for the building of it is a guy called Samuel Ryder, the man who gave his name to the Ryder Cup. Completed in 1898, Marlborough Road Methodist Church. A very fine octagon tower. It's there just as a symbol to teach you about something from the ancient world, even though it's only from 1898. Now there is a rather fine 1980s car park here, and I'm pretty sure if we go to the top we can see the cathedral. You'll see that even the shopping centre, in its plastic way, is mirroring the octagon theme. St Albans Salvation Army building, built in 1901. See, there are a lot of buildings where you think, oh, there's a few spooky symbols on these, but when you come to Salvation Army buildings, it's like, this is like a Masonic temple. It's really quite extreme. There's our old friend, Samuel Ryder Esquire. Look at these extra little pyramids at the top, little spiky, little owl towers, spiky little pyramids. And I've realised what's going on with these windows. So normally you see a keystone when there is an arch. There is clearly no arch here, no functional reason for that keystone. Plus there's like a flat surface, a large flat surface on the top, and that's because this is actually a pillar. And that is actually a pillar. And then the temple window in the middle. It's really quite obvious that this is Masonic. But there's their funny little hall. Oh, very special chairs. Red velvet. The main character of St Albans, other than Samuel Ryder, Sir Francis Bacon. Interestingly here playing the sun in a sort of ancient Egyptian symbol. There's some other people here as well. Who's this? Hogarth. And is that Sir Humphrey Davy? And notice the hierarchical structure. No matter how good for humanity Humphrey Davy and that Hogarth guy were, they've been relegated to second and third position on the podium. There's only one pillar on the entire building, and it's holding him up. There is a number on the top as well, although I'm not sure if it's significant. It's the number 6. Built in 1830, St Albans Town Hall. I can't quite believe that they've got their Christmas tree up as I record this. It is the 12th of January. Tut tut. It's a signifier that something's not quite right in the local council, isn't it? The thing about the town hall building, it communicates something extremely clear, very bold and very simple. And it is this. Up there is a little balcony and a door from the inner sanctum to the balcony for somebody special. When you see it from here, you're not that special person. You're one of the plebs. You're down on the street. So this building just generally demonstrates to everybody the hierarchy of the town, puts people in their place, reminds them of their station. And if you look at the 3D of this building from above, you'll see that the special atrium, the heart, the ceremonial heart of the building is of course an octagon. Just a little glimpse of the octagon there. I think we might be able to get inside. I'm going to try anyway. Well, I have to say, I was not quite expecting to find a replica of the sun inside. I don't know why. I should have expected it, really. The octagon is inside here. The old courtroom. Wow. Oh well. The judge's chair. I can't stop myself from going through this hole. I want to see what's down here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a jail cell. Well, that was enlightening, wasn't it? What is also enlightening is this. When I first saw it, actually, I thought it was 33, and I almost had a fit. I was so excited. It's 35. Town Hall Chambers. There's another number 6. 33 is there. Sweaty Betty. The Cozy Club, what the hell. When you see something like this, like a 1980s shopping centre, Christopher Place, with this sort of spiritual arch, you might think, why have they done that? Well, the reason they've done that is because in the planning regulations they had to do something that didn't spoil the historic nature of the local area. Mostly talking about this. But of course this was most likely built as a reflection of other things that were here that obviously are not here anymore. There is a beautiful square there as well, isn't there? So at the end of your life, make sure you have completed your work. That's one of the secret doctrine, esoteric messages echoed in all these old style buildings. In threes as well, why not? St Albans Clock Tower, completed in 1405. The clock tower's bell rang out for the first Battle of St Albans during the War of the Roses in 1455. And this door is very small. Extremely small. St Albans Cathedral, completed 1115. So this is a Norman cathedral, which means that the symbols should really be very different, like a different visual language. Yeah, look at that. You never see anything like that on, a normal Freemasonic building. That's very different. Indeed. And interesting. It's 19918. Wow, that really is something. The towers on the end are octagonal. A very stern looking face. He's got like a parchment or something. No idea who that is. I've never actually seen this before. Bull with wings. Wait, what the hell is that? And then just an eagle. Very weird. The man and flag. Wow, look at that guy. The eagle. But the lamb and the flag,
yes,
that's a very common thing.
John
you see it like, John the
yes.
Baptist. But the eagle
is John the Evangelist.
Yeah, so the two Johns.
Because
what does that mean what does that say to you?
The significance of that is that the decorative scheme that you're looking at was paid for by an abbot called John. And
Okay,
he was,
nothing to do with the Masons.
No, nothing to do with the
Because
Masons.
when you see those two together, that is the Masons.
Right.
Here we have the early occultic memes. It's like a meteor. Wow, look at that. That's very odd. This is the final resting place of Sir Francis Bacon. I actually thought that was a Masonic compass then. It's not, it's just the double triangle, the six-pointed star. A lot of people hear of Sir Francis Bacon because of the rumour that he wrote the plays of Shakespeare. He was essentially like an early scientist and definitely a member of some kind of secret society. Sir Francis Bacon believed that nature was a living entity filled with spirits. And this is his burial place. My God, totally empty. Some other people say he was a member of a Rosicrucian order, which is quite likely. Of science the light, of eloquence the law, who after all natural wisdom and secrets of civil life he had unfolded, nature's law fulfilled, let compounds be dissolved in the year of our Lord 1626. And there's the rose on his foot. Here we are. Wow. Oh my god, this is spooky already. The G, like the middle of the Freemasonic symbol. And yeah, I do see something there, do you? Do you see it? Oh my god, look at these windows, dude. Wow. This looks like a witch's coven. Oh my god, look at this. That is spooky. That is spooky. This is pretty spooky as well, isn't it? The whole thing is really spooky. And that's just the gatehouse. So this is a 2-mile walk out to the old country house of Sir Francis Bacon. Wow, here we are. Ooh, that was a hike. Danger area contains steep drops. Wow, look at this. It's actually a lot more broken than I thought it was going to be. That arch does not look good. And there's like a bend in that pillar. Can you see that? It's not even broken, it's just bent. Wow. It's like the royal coat of arms of Elizabeth I or something on the top there, or at least it used to be. Let's get a bit closer. And you can see actually what's happened to the arch without the keystone being there. This is an arch that actually functionally needed a keystone. Let's read the plaque. You are standing within what was once the central courtyard of a magnificent Elizabethan house, home to the celebrated Bacon family. There he is, Sir Francis Bacon. Yeah, the royal coat of arms of Elizabeth I. It's a pity this picture is so degraded. Look at it. So there is the piece of the house that's still there. It was like internal to a courtyard. On the outside, look, octagonal towers. One there and one there. He also built himself a temple in the woodlands. Where is it? There it is. This was his temple, look. An octagonal structure in the woodlands. Bacon's temple. Wow. This was the main entrance. Six steps. Actually, this is one of the octagonal towers, look. Just the base of it. How do I get down here without breaking my neck? There we go, I'll do it. Window's gone. And this was the main hall, the fireplace from the main hall. Look at that. Look, chimney hole still open. Kestrels fighting in the air. What is that animal on Elizabeth I's coat of arms? What is that? Is that the heraldic goose? Could well be. I hope you enjoyed that video. Little wander around some of the old buildings in St Albans. And I'm now going to do the 2-mile walk to the bus stop.